Jason Valle in a 150-pound catchweight bout. And that is going to kick us off. So without further ado, let's kick it to our cage announcer, Drew Phoenix.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is XFC Young Guns 10 with your first fighter, Jason Valle.
A second-degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Jason Valle has competed in a plethora of grappling matches over the years, but this is his first time back in the cage since 2018. And Luke, he told us that this feels like his pro debut all over again.
Yeah, he's an experienced grappler, a bit of a live by the sword, die by the sword type, where he might be just as likely to triangle you as he is to get triangled, and it's because he's got this relentless pursuit of the fight. I think the goal tonight is, hey, is he talented enough? Does he have the skills? To me, there's no question. Can he apply it in a more thoughtful and disciplined way? We're going to find out.
Well, all three of his victories have been via submission, 2 with the triangle and 1 with the rear naked choke. Very high-level grappler. Told us he's looking to compete at ADCC later on this year, as Jason Valle has entered the XFC cage as we await his opponents.
And his opponent, Shane Mistrada.
A pressure fighter who likes to smother his opponents early and aggressively. Shane Mistrada's 3 victories have all been first-round finishes. And he told us yesterday, my game plan, sprawl and brawl.
He's going to need to against an opponent that he has tonight, but as you indicated, a guy who gets right to work. He is active, he is aggressive. To me, he's got a similar kind of task. He needs to have a thoughtful, disciplined approach to his offense, because it seems to me the first guy to make a mistake, that's going to be who loses tonight. And I know that sounds kind of obvious. I just mean to say, making mistakes at this level of the game can be insanely costly. You might not get a second chance at it. You have to iron it out.
And to your point, Mistrada said yesterday that he believes Valle has the advantage on the ground. So he's looking to keep everything vertical. He's looking to march him down. He's looking to keep the pressure on. So definite contrast of styles here in this 150-pound catchweight bout as we kick off Young Guns 10. As we check out the tail of the tape. Mistrada coming in 3-2, Valle 3-3, 10-year senior for Valle, 3-inch height advantage for Mistrada, identical in weight at 150, and a large 6-inch reach advantage for Mistrada as we go back to Drew Phoenix for the official introductions.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This mixed martial artist has a record of 3 wins, 3 losses. He stands at 5'6", 150 pounds, representing Fusion XL, Jason Valle. And his opponent, out of the red corner. This mixed martial artist has a record of 3 wins, 2 losses, standing at 5'9". Weighing in at 150 pounds, representing the Treasure Coast Cartel, Shane Mistrada. And with your third man in the cage, Ray Ramos.
Ray Ramos drawing the inside.
Gentlemen went over the rules in the dressing room, right? Any questions? Any questions? God bless both of you, all right? Take yourselves all the way back until we're ready.
We are ready for the first of 4 fights tonight for Young Guns 10. Live on BN Sports, once again back at Killcliff FC. Truly one of the greatest gyms in the world for mixed martial arts.
You ready? Saki, be ready. You ready, sir? Ready, sir. God bless. Fight!
God bless. I haven't heard that before.
Why should I bring that up?
Open stance fight. That means you have southpaw versus orthodox. which could dictate a significant amount. Again, it empowers the rear leg body kick,
Thumping body kick there by Mistretta.
but
in the black.
it also creates potential for head clashes and makes. Oh!
He gets rocked. Mistretta with the left hand. Down goes Vijay. Hammer fist. And this is the beginning of the end. I'm actually shocked the referee has not stopped this fight yet. Vijay is surviving temporarily. Wow. That was an onslaught by Shane Mistretta, and now Vijay finds a way to get into full guard.
Vijay is lucky the referee didn't stop that. I'm not saying he had to, but lesser ones certainly would have. I don't blame Mistretta for following up, but he was a little bit undisciplined for it. And as you saw, Vijay was able to score a leg entanglement. Now he's able to get back on top. This is where exactly Vijay wants to be.
Well, the left hand knocked Vijay down, and then it was the hammer fist that I thought really ended this fight. But to Vijay's credit, incredibly resilient.
We were talking about the open stance. It also creates a lane for the backhand, which is what you saw there in the initial dropping, essentially, of Vijay. Let's see if Mistretta has a lot of time underneath here. He's going to have to do something to extricate himself. Because as we saw on the feet, he is a force to be reckoned with.
And this is where Vijay wants to be. He knows he has the grappling advantage.
Hey, stop talking, guys.
Vijay told us, he said, this feels like my pro debut all over again. It's been such a long time since competing in the cage, over 6 years.
As you can see, Mistretta is being pressed up against the fence. There's just nothing, or very little anyway, you can do from this position. You're so compressed, it's hard to just stand immediately. There it is.
Great job by Mistretta to get back to his feet.
It looks like Mistretta is significantly bigger.
Certainly has the height advantage, long reach advantage as well.
There might be a strength advantage. Vijay's hurt from these body shots.
Mistretta landing a plethora of knees to the body, and now firing away. A head kick finds a home, 2 in a row. Mistretta charging right back in.
I don't really understand that.
Yeah.
You had him hurt, just keep teeing off.
Well, that's what he's doing. Right now, elbow after elbow. And now, Mistretta continuing the assault. Vijay doing his best to cover up. I'm not sure how much more he can withstand.
There it is.
And the official has stepped in. Shane Mistretta with an absolute barrage of offense. And he finishes Jason Vijay in the first round.
Hey, you guys are good.
Vijay did everything he could to fight back, but it got to a point where there was no choice, but the official had to step in.
I love this fight from Mistretta. He dropped him, maybe over pursued a little bit and ended up on bottom, but waited. And he was still in a bad position there, but was able to create space, stand up, and didn't waste any time. Went right to work, leveraging that clinch. You can see he is much bigger than Vijay, and the results are he had nowhere to hide by the time Mistretta got to his feet.
And this fight, Luke, really was a roller coaster for Shane Mistretta. Started out so strong, almost finished Vijay. Vijay was able to reverse into a dominant position, but like you just mentioned, Mistretta was able to get control once again, and it was just strike after strike, elbow after elbow, hammer fist after hammer fist, and that did the job for Mistretta.
I wonder if he was actually fully recovered after getting dropped. Yes, Vijay was able to get on top and then hold Mistretta against the fence, but the first time he took a shot, once Mistretta got back up, he had no will or ability to resist it. He may have still been feeling the effects of that first knockdown.
That certainly may be the case, as Shane Mistretta moves to 4-2-1 and still has a 100% finish rate, the second knockout of his career, as we go back to Drew Phoenix for the official announcement.
Your referee has called an end to this bout at 3 minutes and 2 seconds of the first round. Can you hear me? Your referee has called an end to this bout at 3 minutes and 2 seconds of the first round. Your winner by TKO, Shane Mistretta!
What an exciting way to kick off Young Guns 10, and now Luke Thomas is going to get a word.
I'm here with the winner Shane Mistretta, Shane, you dropped him, followed up, and he was able to get top position, pressing you against the fence. What was going through your mind at that point?
Yeah, I knew he was getting tired. He took this fight on short notice. Been working the left hand stand-up with my coach, Dan Donaldson, so been really working setting up the left hand in this camp, so I'm glad I was able to capitalize on it.
When you stood back up, you went right to work, and he had no ability to resist. Do you think he was still feeling the effects of being dropped?
Yeah, I'm sure he was. I mean, like I said, he took a short notice, so fair play to him. He's a warrior, but I was going to get him out of here. I knew he was wearing down, so I knew I was going to capitalize.
Phenomenal win, excellent performance. Shane Mistretta, everyone.
What a moment for Shane Mistretta as we're going to check out some of the highlights from this fight that ended in the first round via stoppage. And like Mistretta said, credit to Vijay taking this fight on short notice. His first time competing in the cage in over 6 years. But it was Mistretta early on, absolutely bum rushing Jason Vijay. But to Vijay's credit, even though he was rocked, he was able to use his grappling skills to get a brief advantage. But the moment Mistretta fought his way back to his feet, the onslaught once again continued, and it was a cluster of elbows that led Shane Mistretta to this stoppage victory. What an action-packed way to kick off the night.
He knew exactly what his assignment was. He executed it, and everything didn't go perfectly, as we saw, but it didn't matter. When he had his moments to strike, quite literally, he did exactly that.
Mistretta takes the W home to Treasure Coast Cartel. And if that fight was exciting, this one has explosive written all over it. Let's go back to Drew Phoenix.